You know what I mean? That would be my reaction. I wouldn't be sitting there trying to think about how to move backwards. Like, fuck, backwards is a void. I can't see
he's like, I'm stuck here. And then sometimes he'll like bark and like, hey, I'm stuck here. And I'll be like,
help!
And we literally just like, alright, turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
Woo, the world's back.
Yeah, so he's interesting.
He's funny.
But yeah, at night we'll put him in his kennel and he'll like want to be walking around and he'll bark. Mm-hmm. He'll bark once and then he'll be like, just like once, like he'll go off once and he's like it's really high pitched too, so like I know my neighbors
like
and stuff can hear
it's
it.
like his little anxiety.
Yeah, so he's just like, and I was like, fuck.
He works himself up into a little frenzy.
Yeah, and then I'll let him out. And what I started doing, because like, I think what happens is he'll go in and he's like facing the back of the kennel. And he's like, I'm trapped. I can't get out. Like, I'm freaking out. I can't see.
That's why he's freaking out.
So I think that's why he's freaking out. And then
that's honestly really cute and funny.
Recently, I started just to put him in backwards. So he's
that way he's facing
forward
front,
and can see out of his kennel.
And he's probably like super happy about that shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, every now and again, I'll just like, okay, look, you have your diaper on. I'll just put you in the kennel so you can sleep, but I'll leave the door open.
Yeah.
So if you want to walk around,
you can.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a problem.
In the morning, I wake up and he's just like, he always lays like right in the middle of the living room. And I think it's because it's underneath the ceiling fan.
Oh, so it's cooler.
So it might be cooler or something, but he's just like...
That makes sense.
All right, you can sit there.
I mean, that's what my dog does. He always searches for the coolest spots. Like, he almost never lays on the carpet. And when I put the bed in his kennel, he fucking hated it. Mm-hmm. He absolutely hates having a bed in the kennel. Like, he just sleeps on the hard plastic, and that's his most comfortable.
Oh,
and then, like, I've tried putting, like, towels or blankets or any kind of little bedding, right? Like, going, like, a little bit less bedding and shit.
Have you tried, like, a cooling mat? There's, like,
not yet, because I'm afraid he's just gonna fucking shoot it up and spit.
Oh, yeah.
And normally those cooling mats are...
They're pricey.
Yeah.
Just get, like, a towel and put it in the fridge for a while.
Even that.
Yeah, I mean, Tough.
Yeah, he just doesn't.
Tough got access to one of the hand towels, and then started. It was funny because she got one of the hand towels.
I say he got access.
Yeah, because I don't know where she got it from, which is the thing. I think she got it from the laundry room. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I opened the laundry room for like a second to like look for something, and then like closed the laundry room, and then I come back and I see her like chewing on the hand towel. Mm-hmm. But what was really funny was I pulled the hand towel away. And her toy was underneath the hand towel. But she wasn't chewing on the toy, she was just chewing on the stupid towel. And I'm like, you have your toy right there. What are you doing?
It's almost like she was covering the hand towel chewing by being like, look, I'm not being
my
mad.
Toy.
It's just in front of my... I had to chew the towel.
Oh, I had to chew through
the toy.
Now
I wasn't just going after the towel.
If she had that train of thought, she's smarter than I thought.
Hey. Thank you.
Do that slightly away from the door.
Dude, he's done that before while I'm trying to like play games and shit, like when I'm on the computer, and he'll sit obnoxiously close to the desk and he'll just kick the shit out of my desk. And my whole desk is like shaking and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I look at him and he's just staring at me just going at it, and I'm like, motherfucker, stop!
That's the worst part too. They stare right at you as they're doing it.
They're like, what am I doing wrong?
And you're like, the scratching, that's what you're doing
mad,
wrong.
Bro?
Stop that. You know I'm mad, you can sense
is it annoying when I do this?
It's exactly the vibe. It's like, motherfucker, yes, you're annoying. Stop that shit.
Speed.
He takes medicine every day for his allergies.
Drugs. Tom also has allergies. We have to give her Benadryl when we go to the park. This bitch also eats pollen. There's like the clumps of pollen, like the little tree, like the brown
I love
stuff.
how it's like she also has allergies. It's so sad, but you know it's kind of her own dumbass fault because she.
Well, no, like she already had the allergies like before the tree started shedding. But like once the tree started shedding and there's like pollen everywhere, she like smells it and she just eats it. And I don't know if it's like some sort of like...
That's so weird.
I don't know if it's like the dog equivalent of like eating natural honey.
No, it's a dog equivalent of being a dumbass.
Yeah, she'll like just walk up and like start sniffing it, and then just like,
Yes.
and then just keep walking.
And then later she's like, why am I shitting blood? Like,
No, her allergies aren't that bad. She just gets like sneezy, and then like her eyes get red.
yeah, so his allergies make him itchy,
Oh.
and that's why he scratches.
Yeah.
And so I took him to the vet because it could have been allergies or it could have been something much more severe.
Yeah.
His breed is prone to some kind of like a disease that makes them like lose their hair in patches and shit.
Mhm.
Oh,
And makes them
nice.
just scratch their hair until
Yeah.
like they can't grow hair anymore.
Yeah.
And so I took him to the vet to make sure it wasn't that. So they put him on some medication for a couple weeks and I take him back. And they're like, nope, he just has allergies. Give him this pill every like 12 hours. I was like, alright, fuck it. I gave him a pill this morning at like 6 or 7, but
Yeah, they just told us
Clearly.
to give her Benadryl and that it should be fine. But also, obviously, like hers aren't so severe that she's like scratchy constantly.
oh yeah, no.
Her eye
his-
just gets
I
irritated.
don't think his are year round. Like yours sounds more like it might be year round because like
It might be.
You said it happened before spring started. His
Yeah.
didn't happen until like pollen started falling off and shit.
Oh, so
And
yeah.
it went from like he had no issues
Maybe
to
you
like he
should
was just
see if he'll
incessantly
eat
scratching
pollen
every
if
day.
that'll help.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He'll
He
eat
does
pollen and
stupid shit
he's
all the
like,
time.
my insides are itchy now.
Why am I shitting blood, Father?
Father, my insides itch. No amount of scratching will satiate this. Like, we fucked up.
Well, he ate pollen and now he can talk, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Also, apparently
Superpowers.
his insides are itching. I'm scared.
Yeah, apparently, like, Luno's pitties specifically are, like, super prone to allergies. And I was like, cool, good to know. I didn't know that.
Pit bulls are? I didn't
Luno.
know.
Specifically the ones that we have,
Yeah,
the color that we
specifically.
have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But I
Honestly, I didn't
suppose-
really think dogs would be affected by allergies for some reason.
They
I
have
never
like
really thought
everything
about it,
that like
but yeah.
humans do.
Apparently they do. It's
They
really
get like
weird.
diabetes, they get like
Yeah.
heart conditions, they get Alzheimer's.
Like, I mean, I expected, like, you know, brain and heart conditions, but allergies for some reason just, like, I don't know, something about us, like, building homes and, like, saying fuck the outside world
Yeah.
kind of made me think they just wouldn't have allergies. But nah, they fucking
I mean,
do.
maybe it's also
That's
because
weird.
like
Sure, they
we've
also have, like,
domesticated
ADHD and-
whatever.
Oh, he does. He fucking, 100%.
Yeah.
If that's a thing they can have, he's got it.
Yeah, I'm sure dog's gonna
I
have
feel like
ADHD.
all
Share
dogs
your
are
meds.
just born with. They just
No.
come.
Because you guys know me unmedicated.
Yes.
Me unmedicated, I
Shit
think is
to
much
nobody.
worse.
Just give 'em a little. Well, is it like the little the capsules, or is it
Yeah,
like a
it's in a
chewy
capsule.
gummy or?
No,
Mine
you
are
don't
the
give
capsules.
those in chewy
I mean,
gummies. What
if
the
it's-
heck?
if
Well,
it's
they
in, like, a
should.
brown
It
stuff or
makes
something, that's a
taking
little
medicine more
different.
fun.
I want an Adderall chewy gummy.
Yeah, shit. Every time I get a headache, give me some fucking Advil gummies. I want that shit.
Hell yeah.
You should.
That
Why
shit's
is it
fucking
always
so
so
fucking
funny?
bad,
You
though.
should tweet about it. Tag,
Oh, yo, sure.
tag 'em.
Advil. Can I get some allergy medication, but chewable gummy form?
Yeah.
I support my local
Honestly.
Some
businesses.
gummy
I'm going to
Advils.
tell HEB to do that. Because they got their own
That's
version
basically
of
what HEB does.
whatchamacallit.
HEB sits there and they make essentially the exact same product but with like one different
Yeah, and
non-active
it's
ingredient
cheaper,
or some
so fuck
shit.
it.
Yeah.
That's why I have whatchamacallit. I have HEB brand acid reducer for my fucking heartburn, and then one for my allergies, which is just Zyrtec. And I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
I paid like $3 less than what the normal price is, so fuck, I'll take it. Well,
Does Zyrtec
now I'll tell
actually
them
help
to.
you?
Yeah, Zyrtec does, but I've tried like Claritin, that doesn't work.
Tried everything, man.
Allegra makes me drowsy.
I tried
My
everything.
mom
Zyrtec
had to
so
get
far
like
nothing good.
prescribed allergy pills. Like,
Yeah, if it's bad enough,
so-
then you need to get.
Although, to be
those.
fair, when I tried everything, I was living with my parents. And I was highly allergic to cats and dogs.
That's true.
So ever since I moved
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
their house,
this guy.
life has been significantly better. So now
you
those
should
things would
try
probably
eating
work.
cat and dog hair and see.
Oh, definitely.
Ooh, yeah.
Definitely.
So
I
I
can
do.
tell you for a fact it will fuck me up. My insides might start talking. It would be bad.
Curtis, this is your stomach. I'm dying.
Why did you do this, you asshole?
Stomach, why are you talking?
Your stomach and your dog can talk to each other.
They would. They'd have great conversations.
Oh,
No,
it's
my,
like that fucking cartoon show, the Hector Concarne show with the bear. and he has the brain and the stomach, and they're both talking.
Yeah, the brain and the stomach.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking
There
about.
Is it
was-
from Billy and Mandy?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
when you remember Billy and Mandy?
I do. I don't know if I ever saw that one, though.
Right when it first started, Billy and Mandy first started, it was like two shows in one.
What's your attention?
It was the first 10 minutes was Hector Concarne, Evil Genius or whatever,
Don't
and then it
remember
was
that at
Billy and
all.
Mandy, and no one really liked the Hector Concarne stuff except for me. And
I did too. And
then Billy and Mandy became a full length cartoon.
Okay.
But
I don't
Hector
think I
Concarne
ever
was
saw it at that
it
point.
was like a group of like evil like villains, like James Bond type villains, and the main guy Hector Concarne like died and like blew up in like a tragic explosion. But they rescued his
They
rescued his
pet
brain
bear.
and his stomach and put it in his pet bear.
Yeah.
And so his brain would talk, and so would his stomach.
What the fuck?
Like they just talk, and they're
That's
just
so
in the
weird.
body of a bear.
That's so
It wasn't even
strange.
in the body of a bear. It was like the bear,
Yes.
and then they had like
It was just, like, on
a
top.
glass dome for his brain and like a glass dome for the stomach,
Yeah.
and they would both talk all the time.
Oh my god.
And so the brain would be like, "Oh yes, we need to
What
make
a
the death
weird fucking
laser,"
show.
and then the
was
stomach
good.
was like, "Oh yeah, but also we need snacks."
And they also had Scar from there,
Mhm.
which they put into the regular Billy and Mandy show because
Just the
I guess
bear.
people liked him more.
You know what? Upon seeing it, I do recollect that.
Yeah.
He looks
Dude,
familiar. Yeah,
He
I
does
wouldn't.
look familiar.
From
I
the
don't
name, I
recall
wouldn't
anything
know.
else.
Yeah.
Hector
And then
Concarne.
But it does look familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And he's
yeah,
always with that girl.
that was
Girl
the
talk,
evil.
yeah.
That was the assistant, and then Scar. You'll probably
Scar.
recognize Scar.
Scar, yeah, because he was in Billy and Mandy, the little guy.
Guy with the
Yes.
eye on his-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scar
he
in his
ended up
eye.
becoming
Guy
a
with-
gardener
on
in
blue or
whatchamacallit
whatever.
Billy and Mandy because
Yeah.
he retired from being evil.
Yeah.
Retired?
But-
Question mark.
I should go get some Zyrtec then.
His name
That shit will
is.
probably help me.
That's what normally helps me
Because, like,
because
dude, in
it's a
the
little
past-
stronger than Claritin.
Well, so in the past, I tried Claritin, Zyrtec. I tried pretty much anything over the counter, right?
Yeah.
I got pills from allergist. Those
Yeah.
didn't do shit. I also got nose spray from the allergist, and that also didn't do shit. Like prescription type shit, and
Well,
nothing was doing anything for me.
From my
I did
experience,
the little nose
'cause I don't know
flushes and
how-
everything. Like I did all of that shit.
Yeah.
The
And
nose
nothing
flushes is
fucking
that
worked.
with the like, the teapot.
teacup thing.
Well,
They
yeah.
have
Well, I
other
mean,
ones.
you don't have to.
You don't have to do the
you don't have
Oh,
to
I'm
do
sorry. It's not a
but
teacup.
yeah,
It's an
you have
elephant
other things.
sometimes.
They have
Depending on who you
different-
are.
they have different versions.
Okay, yeah, like
So one of them is just a bottle you just squeeze up your nose.
That's the
Oh.
one that
That's the
I've used, but
y'all are lame.
I tried all that shit, and none of it fucking helped. And like the reason I was given the nose spray one was because it had some kind of a prescription thing in it. Because I was sneezing so hard that I was like bursting blood vessels in my
shit.
nose, and I was getting like nosebleeds from sneezing.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
And the allergist was like, "Yeah, here's the strongest shit I can give you." And I was like, "Great." And I took it. Nothing.
I'm not a real
Nothing
doctor.
changed.
I'm not a real doctor, so I can't give you like the good shit.
Yeah,
But-
they can give you HB brand Zyrtec.
Yeah,
though.
basically,
Yeah, right.
like, I give you HB brand Zyrtec with my label on it.
From my experience, though, the
But
regular
now-
Zyrtec works a little bit better than just HB Zyrtec. I just
Probably.
use the HB one because I'm cheap,
Yeah.
and I don't care about my
Well,
body
I-
that much.
I think the reason that I was having all the issues was because parents had 3 dogs, 3 cats.
Yeah,
And I was like a 6 out of 8 on the cats and a 5 out of 8 on the dogs. So just living in that area, breathing that air, you know, like
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think it matters how much shit you use. It's just when it's all around, it's all
Yeah.
around.
And there's also the potential of maybe black mold sometimes.
I'm allergic to mold.
Didn't you say that's what your parents thought at the first house? They were like, there might be black mold, so we'll just
Yeah,
get
you
moved.
Yeah, my dad thought that.
Yeah,
But my dad thinks a lot of outrageous shit, so you know.
he is in love with a a leaf blower. So yes.
He still has it next to his bed.
Nice.
It's probably been a year now.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And they borrowed my carpet cleaner,
Yeah.
right? Because, well, honestly, I offered it when I first got it. Because I know, they have 3 cats, 3 dogs.
Yeah.
All sorts of other shit. So I was like, hey, look, if you guys ever need this, like, let me know, right? So my mom called me up like 3 or 4 weeks ago. She was like, hey, can we borrow it? And I was like, sure. But just so you know, this is the only thing I had to like clean up whenever anyone like pisses on the floor or anything. So I'm gonna need it back, right? As long as he's not peeing on the floor, like I got one little can of fucking like urine destroyer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If he pees on the floor, that's all I got for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so gave it to him, and then a week went by, and I went over to their house and I was like, hey, so you guys used it? And they're like, nope. I was like, great, great. Please use it this week. And then that was last week. And I think on Wednesday, Adolin peed in his kennel, and he was very upset about it. So he tried to like sluice the pee out. So there was pee everywhere when I got home. And I was like, this one little can of urine destroyer is not enough. What the fuck? So I called my mom and I was like, have you used it? I fucking need it. So they used it that night and they brought it back the next day. Yeah. But my mom was showing my dad like how much shit came out of it. My dad was like, we need to get one right now. Yeah. So now he has a new toy.
Yeah, Trees has like a spot cleaner.
Mm-hmm. And this one has a little attachment for that. But honestly, I feel like if I'm gonna go through all the fucking trouble of it, I'm just gonna clean that whole fucking rectangle right there. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but we had the spot cleaner, and when we took the dog to the river, we used your truck, didn't we?
Yeah.
Why
your
did
car was just.
Oh, because Pelos pooped in it.
Yeah.
That's why. But yeah, the dog pooped in it. And it was funny because we blamed the pit because the pit farts are like really bad. And so we were driving and then I smell it and I'm like, Toph, did you fart? Like, what the fuck? And then we go get the dogs and I was like, oh no, the other one shit himself. But that's how bad her farts are. Is like,
it's basically like someone shit
I thought the dog who shit himself was you.
Farting, yeah.
Farting. Might be. And so we used the vacuum and spot cleaned my car and I was like, oh man, this is gross.
Yeah.
Because you got like the rest of his seats too, and the rest of the seats were also grimy.
It was a little explosive.
No, he was like on the floor.
I might as well.
You had like a carpet kind of or upholstery.
No, it's
like what is your upholstery?
It's like an upholstery. I don't know what it is. It's like some.
It's like the generic one.
Yeah, but it's not. It has like little like fibers. Whatnot. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And Toph peed in it one time, and I only like baking soda'd and sprayed don't smell bad spray on it. So then I was like, oh, you know what? Might as well clean everything up. And I was like, oh man, that was way grosser than I thought.
It's always
good thing gross. I don't sit back here because it's my car.
I have no idea how to clean my car's seats if Adolin ever pees or shits on them because they're like leather or whatever. And so
yeah, just get a new car.
just take out a new one. Fuck it.
That's what we were saying. I was like, I'm just gonna trade in my car.
But like, I can't use one of those on it because it's not that upholstery kind of material. And like, I
have seat covers.
I don't really know.
Carlos has peed and pooped in my backseat, and it's like a leather too. I use like leather cleaner on it.
Okay.
And then I used it like went down into like the fabric part. And so I had to use like baking soda to absorb as much as I could because I couldn't super get in there, and then vacuum that up. And then because I had like the small spot cleaner one, I was able to get it.
Use that on the actual like fabric part of it. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I don't know if like the urine, some of the urine stuff, you might be able to like look it up and see if it's okay to use on leather.
I don't know.
And that's like, I don't know what else. I think I used vinegar actually too. I think I used some vinegar because I think it's supposed to be good for that. But I don't remember.
I figure when I get to that point, I'm gonna be Googling a lot of shit. At this point,
I just have
hoping for the best.
Yeah, I just have like
your search history is just like how to clean leather, how to clean dog poop out of leather. Oh my god, my dog pooped in my car. How do I clean it? Is this okay with leather? I don't have this. What's the substitute for this?
Exactly.
Is the substitute okay for leather?
Yep.
Is beating my dog illegal? How illegal is beating dog?
Got it. So can't kill dog, but spank the shit out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Get into the places that they don't see.
My mom was so mad at Lucy. Yes, Lucy, my sister's dog. She's been staying at my mom's house because my mom got chickens. So she's like, I don't want the neighborhood cats to eat my chickens. So like, I'm gonna keep this dog here.
Yeah, but if Lucy hasn't ever been raised for that.
She was not raised for that, and so but she was doing really good because she's like a very docile dog. Like she like listens really really well. But like at the end of the day, she's a fucking dog. So they left her outside with the chickens alone, and they came back home and she killed one of the chickens. But it wasn't like, I think she was trying to play with it and killed it on accident because it wasn't like. hurt. Like it wasn't like chewed on and stuff like that, or like thrown. There weren't like feathers or anything. So I think she was trying to play with it and killed it on accident. My mom was so mad, and I was like, well, there's no point in punishing her now. Like it's been like a while, you know.
Yeah,
like,
she's not gonna
know.
And clearly, if she just left the corpse there, she felt bad.
She literally just left the corpse there too.
If her intent was, I'm hungry, chicken, come here. Like chicken would have been eaten. There wouldn't have been much chicken left.
Yeah, she was mad, and she like went and like tied her up to a tree. And she was like, I'm gonna beat you so bad, but I won't. But I'll tie you to this tree. And every time
the dog doesn't know why it's tied to the tree.
And I was like, I'm just gonna let her get her anger out. She's not hitting her. She's just tying her up to a tree. I'll just give her some water. She's fine.
So yeah, I just put my dog out whenever I get that mad.
Yeah. When I get mad with Tommy,
So here's the fun fact.
I either put her in the bathroom or I put her in the balcony.
Liked it. That's why I saw it.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Oh, speaking of animals,
about that.
My parents got a
It's the
seventh
same
animal.
exact model from the
What
first
is it? Is it a lizard?
Everybody's just used the porn models.
The form of lizard, yes. I think it's a form of lizard. I think they are.
Is it a bearded dragon?
No, not in that way. More aquatic.
Axolotl.
Is that even a lizard?
Yes, I mean it's
It's
technically
an
a
amphibian.
salamander,
They're cute though.
which salamanders are amphibians. Yeah.
No, my dad got a
Alligator.
turtle.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's normal.
What kind of turtle?
Yeah.
Red slider? Red-eared slider?
That sounds familiar.
That sounds like the
It
normal
has red
turtle.
ears.
I have no idea, man. I haven't seen it. I literally found out about it like
Is
2
it one of
days ago.
those-
My mom was just kind of bitching about it.
I'm just going to throw out a bunch of turtle names and you
It's
just say
aquatic.
yes.
That's all I know. It's an aquatic turtle.
Like
It's
a-
not meant to be.
Sea
Is it-
turtle?
Galapagos
No.
turtle.
Sure, you can. I'm gonna say yes to everything.
Galapagos
Yes.
doesn't have turtles, they have tortoises.
That's fine.
Fucking idiot.
And they're not aquatic.
Oh.
But so
Is it one
my
of those?
mom,
Is it one of those turtles that's gonna outlive us all?
Probably.
Oh,
Weird
okay.
slider.
My mom she called me, right, to bitch about it. And I'm like, you can't bitch about this.
Yeah,
Like,
they got it.
you both said years ago, like 5 years ago, y'all are done getting animals. You had 2 cats and 2 dogs. And then you found a random fucking cat at the school and you brought it home and it fucking clawed the shit out of me. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. And then Dad brought home a random fucking dog that he found. I don't want to hear. Don't bitch to me about you guys getting fucking animals. Now I don't understand why you got a turtle of all things, but cool. And so like while my mom was complaining, right, she was like, yeah, and the way that he found it is he was driving like in his truck or whatever, right? And he's like, that's what he does delivery drive. He drives a big rig.
Mm-hmm.
And so apparently at one of his stops, like he saw the turtle on the side of the road and he was like, you're coming home with me, buddy. And he just picked it up and kept it with him for the rest of the day. Like, okay, a little strange, but so my mom was complaining about, like, oh, well, now we have to get an aquarium for it, and we have to do all these things, and like we're gonna have to like clean out the aquarium like every week, like drain like 80% of the water.
Yeah,
we gotta get like a little
turtles have like salmonella and stuff.
Yeah,
like
dirty.
all sorts of shit. And I was like, damn,
I had a turtle.
couldn't be me. She was like, it's gonna be like $1,000 to buy all this shit for this fucking turtle, and I'm like, so why did you guys keep it? And she's like, well, it is a pretty cute turtle. And I'm like, have y'all given it a name yet? And she's like, well, yeah, we did. And I'm like,
You fool.
what else have you done?
Fucked
She's
up.
like, well, I spent a couple hours cleaning off its shell with a toothbrush. And I was like,
That's how you clean.
sounds
turtles.
like you're already too deep to get rid of it. So
at least I got a
have
turtle
fun.
with the intent of like I'm gonna get a turtle.
I mean, I don't really think that intent was there until my dad saw it, and he was like, I have a turtle. Like, I'm pretty sure that's all that went through his fucking brain.
No, I'm pretty sure all that went through his brain was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle as he went to go pick it up.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Turtle power.
As
As he puts it in the front seat. Turtle power.
I guess they know their Halloween costume.
Oh man.
If your parents don't go as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, you're gonna be furious, Curtis.
Turtles smell.
They
Furious.
probably
They
won't.
do smell.
Oh, really fucking bad.
But yeah, so now they have 7 animals,
I
and
like
I'm just like,
turtles.
what in the actual?
And 3 kids.
You just have to keep them clean.
2
But
kids,
it's
that's
gross.
still
That doesn't
Won't do
matter. They
that
still
living
smell
forever.
regardless.
I feel like mine, but I cleaned its tank like
Forever.
every week, and then I would clean its shell like every other week.
I don't know how to
It's like
fucking
every
do all
month
that
or
shit,
so.
but you know.
Oh,
So why didn't we let them go?
They'll figure it out.
Their house
Yeah,
will
I
always
gave my
be full, is
turtle
what I've come
to some
realize.
guy that
I don't think they
had
can
pet
operate without
turtles
having to take
already.
care of something.
But he like
My parents are the same way.
loved his
Yeah, I
turtles.
think,
Like he had like a
kids
little
really
like
young kind of makes you
kiddie
that way.
pool for them,
Yeah,
and
that's how my
like
mom
he
is.
had
Like,
like
she
a
doesn't have to be
routine where he
worried
would like
about
let them out in the
Fred
kiddie
or
pool in the
take
sun and all
care
this
of.
and that. And I was like,
She just
I
sits
feel
there and
okay
she looks
about
so
giving you
lost.
this turtle.
Like, she'll
Just
sit
let
on the
ours
couch
out
and
at
be
the
like,
park.
I don't know
What
what
the
I'm
fuck?
doing right now. I'm like,
I
this is
felt
called
bad because we
relaxing.
had like a river or
It's
like a little lake
acceptable.
that I
Just
could
sit
like
there
let it go,
without
but it was
freaking
still
the
kind
fuck
of
out.
small,
So,
and I
like,
was like, I'm scared something's
shouldn't
gonna
have
eat
it.
it
We
immediately.
drove to
You can
land
just convince her,
let ours
like,
out,
you know
so-
what?
There's a lot of turtles there.
You have to take
yeah.
care of
It works
yourself
out.
now.
So imagine they're like, because
That's
we
about
got them,
like
they're like this
Yeah.
big.
Trying to
So
convince
they're
her
probably
for
like this
years.
big now because
She doesn't-
Mine was
she doesn't
they
like
expand with how big
She
their
feels
water
guilty
is.
whenever she takes
Mine
care of
was
herself.
little.
Yeah,
And I
Douglas,
named
my
him,
dad are like,
I
that's the
named
most
him
fucking
Mr.
ridiculous
Turtle,
ass shit
and then
I've
when
ever
I
heard.
gave it to the guy, he
Yeah,
like
yeah.
took one look at it, and he
So
was like, "What
to
a
make
cute
her take
girl!"
care of
And I was like,
herself,
"What?"
they try to frame it in ways of taking
He
care
was like,
of
"Yeah, you
others.
can tell
You know
because
what I
of
mean?
like the tail and the
Because the
nails and
difference-
whatever,
It's like
whatever."
talking
Yeah,
in circles, man.
It's always the thickness of the tail and then what the underside
Yeah,
is.
and
the,
I was like,
whatever it's called.
you literally
We're
just
going-
glanced at it,
The
but you know
endoplast.
what? Okay, cool. I'm glad you're at least
Yeah,
a
bud.
responsible turtle
We should
owner.
go
Yeah.
You also can tell by the giant fucking balls on it.
How are you supposed to tell about turtles, female and
Their
female?
nails, their claws, and their tails.
Yeah, and their
Huh.
tails and their endoplast has a different, whatchamacallit? What are
You
you
just said
doing,
a
yo?
giant word.
Their
It's
belly.
It has
belly.
kicks.
Thanks.
Their belly has a different,
Oh.
pattern. It's kind of like the same way that you can tell for like crabs too. What are you doing, yo?
He's
Yeah,
just
I haven't seen a lot of crabs with
Trying to
tits,
play with
so
you,
I
man.
just assume they're all male.
They're not.
That's why I named my turtle Mr. Turtle.
Yo, are you trying to show me that? I can see it. Thank you. Oh,
This is how
Great.
he aggressively tries to get you to play. He'll shove the toy into you until you either grab it or until he drops it in your lap.
I won't comply to either
That's
They're not
fair.
like,
because
oh,
it's
no.
gross.
I mean, I
don't like
completely
saliva.
I completely agree, but he gets saliva fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fuck.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna
There was
put
one
this
time where
toy
he was
Yeah.
just
right
like
here.
laying on my
Yeah.
backpack and it was covered.
You're so soft.
He do be soft.
He is
now.
soft now. He's like a freshly shaven sheep.
You're gonna make a coat out of his fur.
You
Nah, he didn't
should
give it to
You
me.
should.
make a sweater out of
And
it.
then, yeah, make a whole onesie.
Make a sweater out of it and give it to him.
Here's what you lost, bud.
Oh, you're cold?
No, he's not
Get the
cold.
use
He's
of it.
never cold. You're just hot, huh?
Oh, that would
You
be
need
so
a hot
funny.
one.
You take him over someplace, and you're like, all right, let's take off your sweater.
It would literally look like one of those cartoons, yeah, where they take off their coat.
And you just hang with their coat, and he's just naked.
Yeah, boy.
I spent
He is a
6
lot
months
happier
waiting
since
for
he
this
got his
joke.
hair shaved off.
Stop giving it to me, yo.
Feels
That's
lighter.
gross.
Yeah.
You're gross.
It's like
I don't want it.
$150,
I don't want it.
$160
Yeah.
It's fucking pricey, man.
Yeah, just to
Dogs
get
fucking pricey.
Bellows groomed because he's like a multiple, so he'd have long hair and it was like 70, 80.
My man, you got a pair of scissors doing this?
It's a pain in the ass. I'm telling you, I
Not to mention
shaved
they
Bellows
have hair, but
myself.
then they also have like a slight undercoat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fuck up the undercoat, it fucks up with how their hair grows and shit.
That's the mess.
and then you'll get
biggest
like
mess.
patchy
Yeah.
and whatnot.
I don't have to deal
And
with
when
that
I
with
read that, I
Bellows.
was like,
It's so
I'm
much
not even gonna
work.
fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it to someone. I'll pay them. Like,
Yeah.
as long as they'll do it, I'm not gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, luckily Bellows doesn't have like that undercoat, so it's just all like the same through and through. So I got lucky with that. So now I groom him, and it's a pain in the ass, and I wish I could pay somebody for it, but he's too anxious to go to a groomer.
Yeah.
So
He has
I
social
think-
anxiety.
Yeah.
He
If
is.
we're gonna take him to the groomer, we have to take him to a groomer that'll like put him under while they groom him.
Yeah, he has to be sleepo people.
I didn't realize that was.
I feel like
option.
Adolin has the
I
opposite.
was gonna accidentally
issue.
say put him down.
He gets way too
That's not how this
People
works.
he knows, he's just always excited.
Give
Like,
him a melatonin
every
pill
time
right
I'm-
before.
Give him melatonin gummy.
he's fucking like,
Yeah, you can actually give them like the little kids ones.
We give Fellow some because
Yeah.
when he's having like super anxiety, we'll give him one to help sleep. And there was like a half capsule on the coffee table. And we didn't see it, and Toph came up. No, the other
Oh
dog
my God.
came up and just like snuck it, and we were like, oh shit.
Like I saw her, and I was like, Top, drop it. And then I was like, what was it? And I saw that it was the melatonin, and I was like, you know what? Let's see where this goes. It's fine. It's
Just
safe.
running,
It's fine.
No,
just mid play like, oh, this is so much.
it wasn't that bad because luckily the size of the capsule she had was the right size for her.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a full capsule is for like 50 and up, and then like half capsule is like, like 25, 30.
Yeah.
And so she accidentally took half a capsule, and she was like so calm and relaxed the whole day.
Yeah, she didn't go to sleep.
Damn.
She didn't go to sleep, but she was just chill. And like I thought she was gonna knock the fuck out because it was the same day we had taken her to the lake.
Oh,
So
she
was worn out. She didn't go to sleep though, but she was just like chilling.
Yeah, she would just like
laying
sit
down.
and like, yep, my father is going to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I shall join him and lay right here. And then just like, my father is in the kitchen. Nice. And normally it's
no
like,
need to get up.
yeah, like normally she's like, oh, hey, Dad's going to the kitchen? All right, hey, what are we doing in the kitchen? All right, you're cooking or you're walking around? All right, well, I'm just going to get your way
right
at
under
all
foot
times.
the fucking time.
At all times. And she's like, it's 9 o'clock, Dad. And she'll start just like running around the apartment.
She gets 10 o'clock.
Like 9, 10 o'clock, she'll just run and like full speed in the 1-bedroom apartment. She'll just like bam, like crash into the walls. And I was like,
crash.
I guess I'll
She
take
does
you
a really
out.
good job of not crashing.
But that time she was just like, Father, it is 9 o'clock now. That's it.
She just gets up.
I just wanted to let you know.
Looks around, looks back down.
Like the rest of the day, and I was like, I really don't want to, but I kind of just want to give you melatonin all the time.
Just every day, just hey.
Here you go. Don't tell your mother.
Yeah, exactly.
You want some candy? You want some candy?
She'll eat it like no problem.
The only
That's
thing
why
she doesn't eat is her fucking allergy pills because she doesn't like how those taste. So she's like, bleh.
He doesn't like to take any pills.
She takes
And I'm
other
so
pills.
over giving him medicine because when I was having to give him medicine for those 2 weeks, right, it was like 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills at night.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, actually, it started out as much more than that because one of the pills started out, it was like 3 pills in the morning, 3 pills at night, right? And then it was, that went on for a couple of days, and then it was like 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills at night.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had another one that was like once a day in the
Give
morning.
me more water.
Yeah.
And so,
Did you have one of those that it was like you had to give this one every 3rd day, and if you don't,
yes,
fucking
that's eventually what it became.
That's Bella's
But,
pill regimen.
But he, like when I was trying to give him the 4 pills at once, man, he was being such a fucking dick about it, right? So like I tried like, like give him a treat if he took the pills and he fucking just spit that shit out. And finally I was like, alright, you're just gonna sit your fucking ass down, right?
Yeah.
And so he sat down. And so I put them all in his mouth and I closed his mouth. And then he started to like squirm and shit, right? Trying to like fall on his side. So I grabbed my scruff his neck and I just fucking lifted him straight into the air and just held him like this. And just kind of shook him until the pills went down.
Jesus Christ.
I was so over it, man. Dude, I was late for work because of him.
You know,
Yeah.
those pill pockets that you can give them, right? And they're basically a treat.
Yeah, you shove the pill. Belos was super
but see,
picky.
the problem, Christian, was I didn't have that shit.
Yeah.
So I
Belos
couldn't use it because I didn't have it.
Belos would refuse to take literally anything. I would like put it in peanut butter. I would put it in like
Yeah, that's how he
ham.
fucking is.
I would put it in anything and it never works. And then somebody was like, have you tried pill pockets? And I'm like, bullshit, I've tried actual fucking meat. It's not gonna work. It fucking worked.
Yeah. Well, he's at least gotten used to me just putting the pill into his mouth, closing his mouth, tilting his head up, and like massaging his neck, and now he just swallows them.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, this is normal. And then if he doesn't fight or anything, then he gets a treat afterwards.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
used
at least
to-
a method to it now.
With Belos, we would put it in like wet food, and he would eat around it. And like every time, we would like shove it in the
Yeah.
wet food and like cover it up with more wet food and,
and he'd
stuff.
still eat around
And then
Yeah.
he'd be like, haha, nice try, bitch.
Yeah.
For like
And
an
I was like, I don't
incapable
know.
I was like, I
old
might be
man.
blind, but my tongue still feels.
His nose
My
is still
sense
really
of
good.
smell is heightened because of my blindness.
Yeah.
Blind and deaf, so my sense of smell is superior to anything you could possibly
I can
imagine.
smell the words you speak,
Ooh,
Father.
pill pocket.
Will you stop licking my dice tray? Thank you.
Our
Sorry.
dice tray.
My bad, Curtis. It looked really good.
Apparently he thought it was. This fucking balsa wood shit.
But
He's been real weird about licking recently.
Tom never stops looking.
Like he'll come up to me and he'll just like lick my knee for no fucking reason. He'll just like,
Yeah, no, Top is.
and then look at me, and I'm like, what do you want? Wait, what was it? Why?
She just looks everything.
And then he winks at you and walks away. And you're
Right.
like, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You drop your toy? Go get it.
I like you. I like what you said, Jeff.
What?
I bet you Mason ran into traffic because now it's noon.
Ugh.
On a Saturday.
Why is Mason running at all? What the hell?
Should be driving.
I mean,
Yeah, suck.
true. So are you guys ready for today?
Oh yeah,
No.
my 15 health pit points are great. No, but I just
I
remember.
forgot that you were fucked up to be.
I just remembered right now that I still have both of
I completely
my.
fucking forgot.
I have both of my healing options, so I'm gonna heal up a little bit before the match. Okay, Kyo, he's here.
It's so funny. I completely fucking forgot.
I knew I was low on hit points. I just didn't know how low. And then I looked at the sheet and I was like, oh, cool.
You looked at the sheet and you started to cry a little bit on the inside.
Basically.
Hey, you, dum dum, come here.
Okay, Curtis. Jeez, you don't have to be so mean about it.
Come on, dum dum. Sit.
Give me gum gum.
Hey, let's sit. Sit. Go ahead, sit. No, sir. Sit.
Ooh.
Hey, Mason.
Oh,
No, sir.
good timing.
I said you sit. No. Sit. Sit.
Thank you.
No. I said you sit your ass down.
Did
When
you give
you
him a
grabbed Dr. Pepper, I thought you would ask like the jam. That was. I was like, is he gonna make a fucking
Hey,
sandwich?
Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Yeah, let
Give
me.
it back. I just gotta use the bathroom.
All good. Let me just make
Yeah.
a. Let me just make a
I
jam
was like, they're
sandwich.
really making you so comfortable.
I'm gonna make myself
It's
at
gonna
home.
be a long session, and by that I mean a short session.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna make-
you guys have to be out here by 3, right?
Yeah, just about.
You guys heading out to something?
No, we have a bunch of other stuff we need to do today.
Damn,
Like later.
obligations?
Yeah.
No work and no play?
So it's like, okay, well, if we leave Curtis's by 3, we can take care of our pets and do other
Yeah,
things.
like make sure the dogs get a good walk and stuff before we have to leave again.
Yeah. That way they don't have energy.
Yeah.
Like he does, even though he had a 2-mile walk this morning.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
walk
for
him about
Top,
get it.
4 miles a day.
for Top to like lose energy, like we can't just walk her either. Because even if we walk her, like she'll still be like, cool, I'm still getting zoomers.
Yeah.
So we have to like, I'll get like a towel. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a
she's a
zoomer. I'll get like a towel and like put treats in it and like tie it up and like have her play with that. Or like if we go
So
on
I
a
thought
walk.
about that
Hmm.
until he ripped up my second tire in a row. And then I said,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Luckily
What?
she does like scratch and paw.
What do you
and
want?
She doesn't
Yeah.
like rip
Yo.
it up.
he will go through the problem. instead
are
of figuring it
soft.
out.
What was funny? So we have a slow feeder for her,
Mhm.
and I fed Felos, the blind old,
Yeah.
dumb dog, and I didn't realize that I fed him in the slow feeder. Because I just put food in the thing, and then I was like, okay, good. And then like I put food, and then like I closed him out, and then like I went to go do other things, and he was in the slow feeder trying to eat, and
I did the same thing.
eventually
the other day.
he just like grabbed the bottom of it and just flipped it.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he just flipped it over, and I was like, Tracy was like, "Why is there dog food all over the floor?" Oh, did you feed him with the slow feeder? And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I did." Didn't even think about it. It was just
Fellas
like,
is out there like, I'm
Immediately.
too fucking old for this shit.
I was like, I'm surprised you figured out that you could just flip
It
it.
was so funny because I walked in at him
That's
in the
amazing.
kitchen, and before he flipped it, he had because at the edge of the mat there's like a little lip, and I think he felt the lip and thought it was food, and so he just like lifted it, and so I walk in the kitchen and he's just holding the whole fucking mat in his mouth, and I'm like, what the shit,
Holy
fellas?
shit.
And then when I say that, he's just like flop, and like then it flips over.
It's like you aren't supposed to see this.
Yeah, he fell. He was on the patio this morning,
That's fucking
and he
hilarious.
fell right? And I was like watching him from our window because the window's outside, or you can see on the patio. And I'm watching him, and he like fell, and he like couldn't get up, so he just kept like skirting backwards basically because like he fell in such a way that his back legs were like underneath him.
Yeah,
and so like he couldn't
push with his back.
Yeah, but he just kept like going back and going back.
Jeez.
And then you just see him like lay down, and then he does like this weird hop with like all of these like basically from like laying down.
He revved up,
hop up, and he was like nailed it. And I was like with the actual foot.
Yeah.
Because he can jump. He likes to jump. He likes to jump.
It's surprising.
But he has no depth perception.
He does like bunny hops because he always does like a little leap.
And so
he doesn't know how high he actually needs to go.
We're walking him, and he knows that there's a curb in front of our like apartment. And so he'll be walking, and he'll see the curb, and he'll jump. But he jumps too early, and so every time he'll like face plant into the curb,
no.
and I'm like, "No, stop! No, don't jump!" It's so
bad.
It's really bad.
Sometimes he does really good.
Yeah, it's like hit or miss with them. Because sometimes they'll be like, "Cool, you didn't hit the curb, awesome," and other times it's like, "Oh no, you only hit the curb. I don't know how you managed."
Exactly the curb.
You perfectly angled it to only hit the curb, and I don't know how.
Out of all the options he chose,
Yeah.
chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
Every time he
The
struggles
only
to
wrong
get
one.
up, I feel like such a dick because I'm like, I want to help you, but I want to make sure you can still get up by yourself.
Right.
So let me let you struggle for a little bit just to make sure you can still get up.
Yeah, but he's fine most of the time.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He figures it out every time.
My dad was at Chokangan this weekend, and he sent us a picture of a fucking lemur on a leash that was sitting on his shoulder.
What the fuck?
And I was like, whose is that? And he's like, Grandpa's.
What?
It's not true. Because our grandpa hates pets. He's like, people take their dogs and they're like, look at my baby, and put them in fucking, what are they called? The baby carriage.
Strollers.
Yeah, strollers. He's like, those people are going to hell. Like, he really hates that people do that with pets. So the fact that he said it was Grandpa's lemur.
Yeah, but it's a
funny.
lemur.
Grandpa, you sound fucking hilarious.
That's funny about the pet thing. But I do want to know whose fucking lemur that was.
Yeah. I said, that's not Grandpa's. And he said, yes, it is. It's trained to get the wine.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Damn, your fucking dad putting your grandpa on blast. This is grandpa's baby. That's funny.
Yeah.
I need to start planning Top's 1 year birthday party.
Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh, yeah, and
Are you gonna take
because
her?
we don't actually have a date on when she was born, you can just say it's your birthday. On your birthday, so you don't have to have a
I
birthday
thought we
party.
said that her birthday was going to be November 11th, so it's 11/11.
Oh yeah, you're right. Your birthday's not the 11th. I knew that.
Yeah, you know.
Crossing crosses off one more date on the calendar that I know that her birthday can't be.
Solid recovery.
Teresa knows I technically know her birthday.
Technically.
I technically know her birthday.
You go,
Yeah.
Christian.
I haven't missed it once.
Yeah, you're right.
Can you miss a birthday if you're present the whole time?
Yes.
Like, technically, you don't need to know it's a birthday. You can just
Yeah,
be like, oh, cool,
you're
we're having
there.
cake today.
Yeah. What are you doing,
but
yo?
it's like every time I'm like, I know when her birthday is. I know when her birthday is. November.
Just put it on the calendar.
No, because it's too obvious.
Oh, okay.
If it's on my calendar, she'll be like, "Oh, so you don't forget my birthday?" I'm like, "No, I know your birthday."
I would have just owned it. I would have been like, yes, exactly.
on my calendar. I will forget people's birthdays, so I put it on my calendar.
I know
and
some
I-
people.
Yeah, I would be like, yeah, this is
And
the
I put
purpose
it
of my
recurring
calendar.
every
Exactly,
year.
yeah.
Let's see, Curtis, you're like December 23rd.
22nd.
Close.
22nd.
No, it's Christmas. He was born the same
much
day as
closer
Jesus.
than I'm probably going to come to know a day myself.
I know Jeffrey's
'Cause I forget my own
February
fucking
1st.
birthday.
Good.
I always confuse yours with the second.
I know
Ramon's April
Nassim's
2nd.
only because he keeps his in his username,
Yeah,
whatever.
315.
315, yeah.
I know
I didn't
Mason's
know
is yours in March too.
No.
No, it's
But
Oh,
close.
May,
Yes.
is it what May?
but I don't remember when. Is it in May?
Oh my god, is it today?
Yes. I'm having all my birthdays today. I figured I'd get them all out of the way.
You know what? Honestly, fair. How old are you going to?
I don't know. Well, today I'm 999. Just this year.
Shit, all right.
So I cover all my bases.
I don't know. I don't think I can afford that many presents for you, man.
Oh boy.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We're just having 999 different cakes.
Oh, Lord.
Take your pick.
You do
We
have
have to
to,
eat them all,
Which is
though.
why I have to take all these birthdays in advance.
You know what? Fair enough.
When did it close out? There we go.
I know Christian's
with the
is
Spark the Vampire.
August
So you're just gonna fight
20.
the vampire? What?
Don't forget my little guy.
20,
Is
oh,
he over?
that's right. No, 27th.
27th. That was close.
You were close. This is.
I knew it was like 20.
I feel like someone's is the 23rd. I know someone is the 23rd. Esperanza's is the 18th or 19th.
Of August?
Yeah,
I think it's the 18th.
it's one of those. I know that. I remember that because
Let's check.
I was
Let's see if
no, I think
have it
it's the
in my
19th
calendar.
because I was convinced that it was the 18th one year, and I called her at midnight on the 18th. And she was like, Christian, I've been telling you for like a month my birthday is the fucking 19th. And I was like, I thought you were trying to like trick me.
Just didn't believe you.
So I didn't believe her.
That's when she gaslit you, and it actually is the 18th.
I'm pretty sure.
Let me start putting everybody's birthdays in my calendar.
That's what I
That's
need to
nice.
do.
Yeah.
No, I only need to know mine.
It'll still pop
I
up
feel
in my
good.
thing, and
Honestly, I've
I'll
definitely
just
forgotten
be
my
like, oh, it's their
birthday.
birthday, and then I won't do anything.
Facebook will tell me when your
Yeah, my
birthdays are. I don't
Facebook
need
account is
mine.
active for one reason.
To know when your birthdays
That's the
are.
reason
My
right there.
dad actually. So I guess at one point in Facebook you could change your birthday,
Yeah.
and so my dad, leading up to his birthday, would change it to a previous date until the
Jesus.
birthday had passed, and then
What
you
a
change it back.
diabolical man.
But because he was just like, if they know my birthday, they'll say happy birthday.
True.
Like, don't be like whatever. And then Facebook got rid of that feature, so his birthday is stuck
Is forever.
on a previous day.
Damn.
It's no longer on his actual birthday.
They're like, psych, you were born earlier.
And so every year, everyone's like, happy birthday, Gilbert, blah, blah, blah. And my dad's like,
This isn't my birthday.
it's not my birthday, guys. My birthday's next week. But I appreciate it. And like, and every time I'm like, I'll message him and I was like, today's not your birthday, right? Like, isn't your birthday in like a week? And he's like, yeah.
Happy fake birthday.
Happy fake birthday, Dad. Yeah, my dad's wild.
Do y'all remember
Yeah, we've
what?
known that for a while.
I took 1 point of damage. Do y'all remember what did that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Was
I
it
think he took
was it
more,
the
and then I think he
horn?
healed you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you
Brilliant.
definitely took more, and then he picked you up, and as you ran, I think he healed you.
Oh.
That's what it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I don't think it was the horn, because the horn was a cone in front of me, so he should have been fine.
I think the enemies just caught up to you at one point. 'Cause they were
Probably.
pretty
And
quick.
then me and
Surprising.
Teresa are
Oh,
still
June is
speaking.
Gay Pride Month.
No, I think
I thought you meant
June
June,
is
our
gay.
friend. I thought you were going to say June is gay, and I was like, what? I don't think he is. I know he listens to BTS, but...
Ooh, that's already borderline. He's on the cusp.
We might have a pool party next weekend
Oh yeah.
at Annie's. Y'all are invited if you want to go.
who's Annie?
She's my friend.
Okay.
Are you inviting us on her behalf? Is she gonna know we're gonna be there?
I
Well,
don't know.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
what is next
there.
weekend?
That's fair.
I mean, if I'm showing up and no one's telling her I'm showing up, I'm definitely going to walk up,
You met
and I'm going to
Vanessa.
say, I'm here for the party. I know Annie. Like,
No, Annie went
and
with
I
us too.
will just play it off like, Annie, you don't remember me? Like, I'll just fucking
You know,
play with it.
it'll work too because I think Annie was there when we went out that one time.
I don't remember
Annie-
which one
No, I think
she
Beth was
is
there.
then.
Beth was at the
I thought there was
apartment.
only 2 chicks.
But did Annie not meet
I don't
us
think
later?
Annie was there.
She was. Annie was the one that was smoking in the club.
You can
There
smoke
were
in
3
clubs.
chicks.
Annie
Yeah.
came later. I
No.
think she met us there.
She's the one who defines herself as a bra girl.
She has like a
That's
deeper voice.
that's a big red flag.
She's from Minnesota. She has the barbed wire tattoo on her arm.
A barb
I think
girl?
she showed up late. I think she showed up like right when we were leaving, or like we met her there.
Oh.
Something like that.
So a tomboy?
I don't recall.
I don't remember that much either.
Yeah, but she's from
Basically,
Minnesota, so I don't know.
But
if it's
Vanessa will
different
also
dialect.
be there, and you met Vanessa.
That was her condo that we went to, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Her
yes.
parents
I remember
technically, yeah.
who she is.
Oh, well, for those who need to know, Annie has a barbed wire tattoo.
That's how he remembers her. And
I mean, that's a good way to
And
remember
she's
someone.
from
She don't see a whole
Minnesota.
lot. Yeah.
And she's from Minnesota.
I love Annie.
That's how
She's
I
like
love
a
Annie too.
literal
She's
ray
really
of
cool.
sunshine.
All I'm saying is that if you don't talk to people or like see people on a daily basis, or if you see them like once every couple months, you gotta have ways to remember
Yeah.
them. Knowing those two things, if he sees someone and he's like she's got the
honestly,
barbed wire tattoo and she's got a little bit of a Minnesota accent,
I
that's
don't think
Annie.
she has
Like,
an accent.
She has a tiny bit of an accent.
What does
but
Minnesota sound like?
Don't you
I have
know?
no idea.
Oh, don't you know?
It's basically
You kinky bitch,
Canada,
don't you
but
know?
not
I
Canada.
thought that was just like hobbits.
Holy fuck.
No,
I made a joke like that one
Hobbits, they
time.
Oh
speak
my
in
God.
Irish, you know?
she'll be down for the kinky
Holy
bitch, though.
shit.
She'll eat that shit up.
Do you? We had one teacher from like Minnesota, but they also like overpronounce their O's, so it's Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Soda.
Minnesota.
I don't remember who it
Minnesotan
was,
accent.
but I remember hearing that.
But we had one teacher who's from Minnesota. He was a math teacher.
Oh.
He was. What was the? No, it wasn't algebra 2 because I was the gym coach. It was.
Was it
pre-cal?
Was it when I had Mr. G and y'all had somebody else?
No, I don't think so. No, because we had the lady. It was before. I guess it was pre-cal. I remember being
can't
stuck in
remember that
all
from
of the. I remember
Doesn't
being
that
stuck in
Mr.
all of
Taylor?
the.
Wait.
No, Taylor
Mr.
was
Taylor is algebra,
calculus.
Cal AB, but
But I don't know how I made
Whatchamacallit?
it through that class. I did not pay attention.
Because you're wicked smart.
we just cheated. So
I got obsessed with like
I
figuring out what a integral
I
was, and I
not
figured it
paying
out like
attention
a
half
few
the
weeks
time. I was,
early,
like,
and
staring at
so
the
it
board
made
and I was
it
like,
really makes sense to me.
There's things on the board.
I remember.
Let's put it this way: I still cheated through class, but I still learned everything.
I
You
remember-
cared enough to cheat, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
remember Mr. Taylor taught
So I
me
don't
how
care
to
if
draw
my
a
kids cheat
straight
in school.
line. He taught me to see because every time he drew a line, it was like basically perfectly straight, and I was like, "How the
Yeah.
hell do you do that every
Were
time?"
Yeah, he
you
gave me
in the
art
same
tips,
class
too.
as me? Because I think
yes.
I
You
remember
remember?
him.
We had Sean Frick.
Yeah, I think I remember him like explicitly
Oh my
going
God,
into how to
right.
draw a straight line for like at least a good like 10
The
or
other
15 minutes.
teacher-
And I
What the
was,
fuck else is
his name.
supposed
I
to
was
teach?
sitting there, I
Albert
was like,
calculus?
oh.
I know I was in y'all's class, but I have no recollection.
I think we had.
That's right.
I know Sean Frick was in that class,
He was.
and we had June and May. No, Larry was in AB.
We had not seen him in that one.
Richie was in it.
Not
we had
seen,
not
yeah.
seen it. Yeah,
Yeah. There were a couple other people in it too.
yeah. There was more than 6 people in our calculus
I'm not
class.
doing anything.
Oh my God.
There was like 10. It wasn't a big
Maybe
class.
15.
It wasn't a
I'm
big
just
class.
scratching my ankle.
I'm sorry.
My
I
other
mean,
foot.
I can't. Yeah, you know, I'm
Wasn't
sorry.
There were people that I was very surprised that were in there. Like I think Kaylee was in there.
She dropped it.
I think she dropped it, but I remember her being
I
there
was
'cause
surprised that I was
She
in
kept
there.
asking me like how to solve problems and shit, and I was like, "Bitch, I'm just as much as you are. Why are you talking to me?"
So you
Stop, I'm
take
trying
this
to figure
number
shit
and do
out.
this
Like,
Maybe
number.
you're just trying
As
to
to
make
why you do
conversation.
that, I don't know.
remember.
Curtis, she was hitting on you, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, she could have been. But at
He's
that-
like, Curtis, you're
at
so
that
smart.
point
He's
in
like,
time,
shut the
I didn't
fuck
fucking
up.
know.
He's just like,
I didn't fucking
Dumb
know.
bitch, shut up.
don't you dare talk to me about that.
She's like, damn, okay.
I'm sorry. You better be.
That's when the rest of the class
That's
just applauds
why
you
she
and
dropped
everything.
the class.
I was gonna say that's why she liked Curtis. She's like, he doesn't want me at all. That makes me want more. Because that's a thing, right?
Not for people you want to be with.
You're right.
I think only in movies.
What?
No, it's definitely
you
a
watch
real
a lot of
life
movies.
thing.
Maybe in high school.
Are you telling me that
Which is
Jason
what we're
doesn't
talking
actually
about,
like
but
me?
I mean,
still.
even still.
I don't know.
There's really toxic people
I don't
out
know.
there.
If you're not straightforward by the age of like, I don't know, 23, I'm just not gonna deal with
Pretty
it.
arbitrary
Yeah.
age. I'd say if you're not straightforward by the age of like 20.
All right, there we
I
go.
don't know, man. People take a long time to
21.
mature.
I
Yeah,
hate.
your brain isn't
I
fully
hate
developed
that-
until you're 25. For
Yeah.
guys.
That's
But
what it says,
I
like,
hate
a
when
little
people are
further.
being coy about it and shit. Cause I'm like, look,
I don't care.
I don't know enough to know if you're interested or if you're just being nice. And I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm interested in being nice.
Look, at this point, yeah, I just stopped playing fucking
At
games.
this point, I don't really care. I don't want to play games.
Yeah.
So if you like me, you like me, and if you don't, you don't. But just tell me.
I don't
I'm
know.
confused.
You son of a bitch!
Do I like
And
you?
if they play games like that, I'm like, well, I don't like you then, so bye.
Oh.
That's why you have to do your own math homework.
And you.
Especially like we're like what, like
Do your own
25,
math
26 now.
Yeah.
It's too old to be playing games.
It is too
As
old.
we play fucking
But people
Pathfinder.
do be playing games.
No, that's different. That's different. I mean, with other people. Like, I'm not with other people because we are playing.
Yeah, because if you don't play a game with other people, that's
We are playing a game with a group.
This isn't
I mean-
a game. This is a lifestyle.
Playing with other people's
You
emotions.
think it's a fucking game?
This isn't a game. This is
I
a
drove
lifestyle.
an hour and a half to be here.
Shit, yeah, that's dedication. Yeah, man.
Jesus.
All right, let's go home, guys. Good time.
All right, and good game. Break.